It was for week 31, problem numbers 1 through 10 on finding slope. So what we're going to do is do one of the first problems together. Problem number 1, finding the slope of each line. So what we're really looking for here is a fraction for rise over run. But to do so, what we need are 2 points, and you can see that there are already 2 points drawn in. Now what you're looking for in those 2 points is that they cross at a corner so that you don't have any fractions to count to. What we want to do is we want to count the directions using our slope triangle to get from one dot to the next. Now in this particular problem, we're going to count the number of spaces in the up direction, and since we're counting up, this number will be positive. That's our rise. We're going to count up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 spaces. And then for our run, which is also going to the right, because again we've counted up, and now we're going to count to the right, that's going to be 1 space. And 7 divided by 1 makes 7. Now let's double check our work. We would expect something with a positive slope to be moving in the upward direction from left to right. And if I look at this line, I can see that even though it's very steep, it is moving in the upward direction from left to right. So this answer of positive 7 is correct. Now, as you scroll down a little bit farther, past number 6, their directions are the same, but the problems are set up a little differently. You will see on number 7, where you are given 2 points. That first point would be x1 and y1, while the second point would be x2 and y2. And when you go to plug these into the formula, what you're looking for is y2 minus y1 and x2 minus x1. So I'll fill those numbers in for you. So let's start with the y2 number. I mistyped over here. The y2 number is here, -1, so that's where I'm going to start. And I'm subtracting the y1 number, which is back here in the beginning. That would be the number 15. Now when I get to the denominator, I'm going to start with x2, which is this number here, -3. And I'm going to follow that up with the x1, which is the first x coordinate of 4. Now as I actually subtract these out, we are going to get -16 in the numerator, -7 in the denominator, and then of course we want to reduce that fraction. And when we reduce that, we get positive 16 over 7. Again, your calculator can do that by hitting the math button and then hitting enter twice. Now the idea for number 9 is that you need to change this to look like slope-intercept form. If you change it to look like slope-intercept form, the number in that location will be your slope. We worked on this in class on Wednesday. So what we do to solve that one is we're going to get the y by itself. I'll minus 20 on both sides. Get the 20s to cancel, leaving -4y equals. Now these are not like terms, so I'll write them in slope-intercept form order, where I'm putting the term with the x first and the term without the x last. And now finally I'll need to divide both sides by -4. That's what will give me my y equals mx plus b I was looking for. Alright, so let's go ahead and finish that out. Yes, blue please. And the -4's cancel, leaving y. On the other side, -3x divided by -4 makes 3/4 x. And then -20 divided by -4 makes positive 5. That part wasn't necessary because really all we needed was the slope, which in this case would be the fraction 3/4. All right, good luck on the rest of this section.